the louder the decibels of your speaker, the faker the speakers are. I'm your host, Jessy.
And I'm your co-host, Victor. Jesse, how has your week been?
It has been fun.
hmm
I attended the techno event. I ate. That's the
What
most
did what
important
did you
thing in
eat?
any
What
event.
did you eat?
Rice, that's common. Then
Mm.
fish fillet. And then the rest, I don't know what they are.
Let me tell you something. So we were
Uh-huh.
there, uh, and then there's this guy was in front of me, and he picked cheese. I was like, it's been a minute.
Uh-huh.
Wait, hey,
you, you, you saw
hey.
dust.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
it was a nice thing. The week has been good.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, a lot of activities here and
Mm-hmm.
there. We had Kibera Fashion Week last week at
Oh, yeah, the
Alchemist.
screening.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
screening, the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should check out Kibera Fashion Week, the techno event. I got the new phone.
The new phone, yeah.
It looks nice. It's actually running pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Takes nice pictures, and it's good actually.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we'll do a review, and I hope the guys will check it out.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving forward, Jesse, when you grew up, as you were growing up, did you guys have DSTV or anything like that?
Uh, First of all, I grew up with a black and white TV.
Black and white.
Yeah, with the Lucozade.
Black and white.
Yeah, black and white TV with the Lucozade
Wait, how
cover.
old are you?
Hey, don't sell me out.
Uh,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, with the black and white TV that had the Lucozade cover to make it feel like it's colored. Like the the wrap,
I'm young. I'm really young. I'm
the
really young.
wrap you get from the Lucozade thing.
Yeah.
You stick it on the TV,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, it appears like a filter. Then that's the TV we used to have.
Mm-hmm.
It used to remove black and white and then put gold. Those were not the colors we used to see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
for the longest time in Kenya, DSTV was the one providing like premium services where you could get shows that you don't normally get in Kenya,
Mm-hmm.
right? And most people, the people who had the few ones who
Yeah.
had when we were growing up were the elite
Uh-huh.
because DSTV was termed as expensive.
Expensive, exactly.
And then most of us, we didn't have, even me,
Mm-hmm.
same thing. We just had the normal channels.
Uh-huh.
The NTV you used to wait until 4
Uh-huh.
when you're back from school, and then you come and now you watch the cartoons or anything. Or during the holidays, they used to have like Cartoon Network in the
Uh-huh.
mornings. And then it came to a point where now we had to migrate,
Yeah.
digital migration, right?
Uh-huh.
So now everybody, including now my dad,
Mhm.
decided, okay, Sasa, since we've been strong damned into this thing, let's go. Anyway, moving forward,
Mhm.
DSTV, people have, DSTV grew,
Mhm.
GoTV grew, then
Yeah.
they came up, Zuku, and a few others. And then people had different channels, I think Star Times.
Yeah.
Then over the years, internet came,
Yeah.
and internet has now become so easy to access.
Mhm.
Even a university student living alone would rather have internet than have supper.
Yeah.
They'd rather pay for internet than have a bed. They'd rather sleep on the floor but have internet because internet is essential.
Yeah.
So internet now gave birth to now streaming.
Mhm.
Now you could go on YouTube and spend countless of hours there.
Uh-huh.
And after now that YouTube, Netflix became popular,
Mhm.
up to a point that now people are actually weighing whether to pay for normal television like DSTV, GoTV, all those things, and pay for a streaming service like Netflix
Yeah.
or Disney Plus or Hulu.
Mhm.
And and now, for most people, they're saying, because I am not going to watch, most of the people who watch DSTV and GoTV and all those other things, they wanted to see the news and sports.
Yeah.
But now, streaming services such as Showmax have brought such things.
Mhm.
So instead of paying for that, for the DSTV packages and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
and paying for Showmax or Netflix and everything else, they'd rather just pay for Showmax, which will show them what they want, when they want,
Uh-huh.
and whichever time, whatever they want.
Mhm.
And now, even my friends I've seen them in their households. They've moved from paying from DSTV to
Uh-huh.
paying for Netflix
Yeah.
and Showmax and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And this is now the current world in which you're in currently.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Let me pose a question. How many streaming services do you use?
Currently, Netflix. Do we count YouTube as a streaming service?
YouTube is a video sharing app, but it is also streaming.
Yeah, I'd add that, but then Netflix, but then also recently I paid for Netflix, but then I haven't like viewed anything this month. So it's like a useless subscription for this month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think only Netflix. I tried Showmax, but then uh, not in a bad way, but I'm not a fan of the African genre of kind of movies.
Anyway, Showmax is actually from MultiChoice, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Anyway, Siwaka, our producer, what streaming services do you use? Showmax. So
Uh-huh.
Siwaka uses Showmax.
Uh-huh.
You also stream music? What do you use?
Spotify at large. Currently a new enrollment is Apple Music. The new enrollment.
You know, ever since I praised Apple Music here, Nikama, you decided that.
Yeah, I decided to go check the waves.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
as you see now, these days people are using streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I use Netflix, but over time, it's become like I've watched almost everything that's on there,
Uh-huh.
which is a problem because now that's not actually the real problem. The problem is we are in this region where the content for us is like limited. We don't get everything. Same to
Uh-huh.
the states, but it's really the difference is huge
Yeah.
between the states and here.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do in order to get now these shows and stuff like that? You have to now get a VPN and stuff like that. But
First of all, the process of searching for a movie or searching for music is like holding someone hostage.
mhm,
You know the music you love, but then finding it is chaotic. For free users of the Spotify thing,
mhm.
it's totally chaotic. You find the song you want, you know the title, you search. After searching, it appears. But then the song you get to play is not the song you searched for.
Or for the free version.
Yeah, for the free version.
Mm, mhm,
If it's not the song
mhm.
or another song from the artist,
Oh, yeah, it plays
yeah, or
similar songs to the one that you searched for.
yes, or it plays to you, hey, I am Madeka, that that stupid ad that they ran.
Oh, they are the ads there.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that is the problem I totally have with free services of streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now ads are like that's how they pay.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I've not used. I don't remember. I think I've used Spotify when it wasn't. It wasn't. I used a VPN. That was
Uh-huh.
long ago. So there were no ads. And then when it came, now I used free version for a month until the ads were just playing in my head until I was like, no, I
Mm-hmm.
can't. So Spotify, I used Spotify for another few months.
Uh-huh.
I've been using Spotify for the longest time. I just recently switched to Apple Music,
Mm-hmm.
which is better by far, I think. You have more things that you can use.
Mm-hmm.
You got music videos. Uh, there's a lot more music, actually,
Yeah.
interestingly. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it's better by far.
Mm-hmm.
But Spotify is also really good,
Uh-huh.
especially the recommendation algorithm. The way if you pick this song, then it goes to the next and
Uh-huh.
the next. They are
Yeah.
all like it knows what you
Bangers.
want.
Yeah.
It knows what you want. But anyway, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Now about the streaming services,
Yeah.
we're getting to a point where now the streaming services are becoming huge,
Mm-hmm.
and more are becoming worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are not paid.
Mm-hmm.
They're moving to now they want to offer free services,
Mm-hmm.
right? Would you use a free streaming service?
What's the gain? Anything that is free, there's usually a gain on the other end. Like when social media came,
Mm-hmm.
it was free. Before all this, the paid subscription and all this,
Mm, yeah.
before even enrollment of ads.
Mm-hmm.
At the other end, after some time, we got to know that our user data is
Mm-hmm.
the goal. by the
Yeah.
company. So when streaming is free, what are we getting that from?
And now, in order for them to pay for whatever, for giving you free service,
Mm-hmm.
you have to see ads. Ads are the only way that they are able to pay for, to sustain themselves,
Uh-huh.
basically. And over the year, I think over the last year, some services have decided to go completely free,
Mm-hmm.
where they just show you ads, and in return, you get free movies, series, whatever you want to watch, even sports. I think you
Yeah.
can get sports for free as long as the ads are running
Mm-hmm.
and you see the ads. Because you know how ads work. If you see something and you like it, then there's most likely you'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Or whenever there's the need. Because if I see a Coca-Cola ad,
Mm-hmm.
whenever on the TV, on the television, or when I'm about to watch a YouTube video,
Mm-hmm.
and then when it gets to the time where when I feel like I'm thirsty,
Uh-huh.
then I'll remember the ad. I'll
The
remember
ad,
Coca-Cola,
exactly.
right? So the same way the streaming services, just like YouTube, the way YouTube does,
Mm-hmm.
you now get ads, and then you watch the movie or the series that you want. I don't know if it happens for the same in the middle of the movie or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But that's now the model that they're going with.
Uh-huh.
And I think YouTube is also doing the same, and I think Netflix
Yeah.
should do the same.
Uh-huh.
Although now, funny thing we realized this morning,
Uh-huh.
Netflix is free in Kenya only.
But that is on mobile app.
And then
Mm-hmm.
the other thing is you can only get it on Android. If Nikama they've decided, they said if you own an iOS device, you have money. You have,
You have exactly. It's a
because
class.
you can't get free
Uh-huh.
on iOS.
Mm-hmm.
You can only get free on Android.
Mm-hmm.
Which is questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
And also we're asking the question is why only in Kenya?
That's a good question. But I think in Kenya has a good has a good market compared to the others. In Kenya, we have a tendency of promoting what is from outside.
Hmm.
Nowadays, it's the only time we get to see people hyping Showmax. But when Netflix came, it was all about Netflix. People were talking about Netflix, billboards about Netflix, and all this and all that. The goal was to go on Netflix. So they figured out the majority of the people are are on Android,
Hmm.
like you heard from the techno event.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
Transsion
yeah.
products, 50% cover the Safaricom network. So you can imagine all that is Android.
Hmm.
That is Safaricom data. You see, being used on the Transsion product. So why not just go on the Android platform compared to the iOS platform? I guess that is one of the reasons why Netflix decided, let's go the Android way and let's go Kenya.
So the Kenyan market normally just adapts and adopts a lot of things.
Yes,
Do you think that's a reason why Elon Musk would bring Starlink to Kenya?
we love also to challenge a couple of things.
Hmm.
People have been complaining about the internet situations, and when you have the problem, someone finds a solution. And when Elon Musk will bring Starlink in Kenya, when it will launch, people will embrace it. But then sooner or later, they'll realize this thing is very expensive. You see,
Mm-hmm.
people will
Yeah.
realize this thing is very expensive. Let's find a way to go back. They'll want the speeds, they'll do everything. But then we are not heavy consumers of data,
Hmm.
even as a nation. I don't know why people want those, but we are not heavy consumers. So I think that's the only way to whatever you're saying about streaming and the ads is I saw television launched recently. They give you a free TV and they give you a free ad bar, like two screens. One screen at the top for you to stream everything very free. And then at the bottom, you need that screen on for you to see
Mm,
ads.
I saw it on the Verge. It's called Telly, I think. Telly, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So will you have such a device in the house? Like it's a running billboard in the house 24/7. You don't turn it off, but then you get free movies.
Hey, wow. Wow. It's free.
Hmm.
So the television is free.
Yes.
You get a free another screen.
Another screen at the bottom of your
Hmm.
screen. Just a free ad bar.
I think so. No, lakini these days
So would
sitting
you
down
consider?
and watching television is a task, because most of the time you just
Uh-huh.
do it on the laptop or on the monitor when you're at your desk or something like that. Most
Mm-hmm.
people actually just stream on their laptops or their
Mm-hmm.
phones. People are not buying televisions as much.
Uh-huh.
Although if you're getting it for free, then who doesn't like free things?
Okay. Now
Mhm.
pause.
Mm.
You see, the stats are saying by the end of 2021, Netflix was estimated to reach 2.6 million subscribers. Then Showmax 860,000. You see these numbers. This is a huge chunk.
Mm.
Why do you think people are opting to go the Netflix way and not
The show
the
Max way.
Showmax way?
Personally, if you watch shows, if you've been on Showmax,
Mm-hmm.
I think I've only used it like once or twice,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't get the same library of movies and series
Yeah.
that you get on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's smaller compared to the Netflix one,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the shows on Showmax are showing like African things only. And you said at the beginning that you don't like African stuff.
Definitely never.
Africans have nice shows.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you watch them, if you just sit down and listen to them and watch them, they
Mm-hmm.
have nice shows. So
Mm-hmm.
people would go the Netflix way because Netflix even brings back old movies, like really old movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw The Godfather or something like that
Yeah.
on Netflix, and it's a 1960, I think it's a 1980s or 70s movie or something
Uh-huh.
like that. In the 1900s, I don't remember really well. So you can imagine if I can get that and I can't get it on Showmax,
Mm-hmm.
then why should I go the Showmax way? Even if it's cheaper,
Uh-huh.
uh, why should I go the Showmax way if I don't get what I want,
Mm-hmm.
or if I don't get something out of the ordinary?
Is it the pricing mechanism or what? What is the delimiter between us choosing the Western media like streaming services?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you ask someone currently,
Mm.
are you going to use the premium? What premium services are you using? Leave alone Netflix, leave alone Showmax. The rest, like Hulu, HBO, people will tell you they actually use them. They prefer them much better compared to these others.
That's a mystery because
Mm-hmm.
even if you check over time, our spending has become more.
Mm-hmm.
Even if inflation has happened,
Mm.
uh, we are spending more. We feel comfortable to spend more. That's why, uh, 5 or 6 years ago, someone
Uh-huh.
who wasn't comfortable was spending uh, 20 or 30, 40,000 on a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, is very much comfortable spending
Mm-hmm.
almost 200,000 on the same on a phone. You
Uh-huh.
get what I'm saying? So the same way, uh, it's not that I don't even think the standard package for like GoTV or DSTV is as expensive as the Netflix premium,
Mm-hmm.
but people go the next Netflix premium way
Mm-hmm.
because they feel like this thing is a premium thing, and people love to be on the premium side of things.
What are the specs of premium?
Mhm.
What are the specs of premium?
So you get basically you get 4K
Mm-hmm.
video, you
HDR,
yeah, all those
Dolby
things, all
Atmos
those
sound.
things.
But then ask Andrew what capacity, like, does he know even the difference, even not here in studio, does he know the difference between a 4K
Uh,
and
uh,
something that is HDR or QHD or OLED kind of display? Does he know the difference? How many times are you duped in town? This is a 4K display. You've never seen a 4K display your whole life. They tell you this is 4K. You've never seen it.
mm,
Why will you choose that? People shoot in 4K, render, produce 1080 because right now 1080 is picking up. People are at 8K but still shooting at 8K and producing 1080 and 4K. Why? Why are people going the 1080 way if it's the base minimum while premium services are at 4K and 10K? And not 10K, 8K, sorry.
if I give you if you had money,
Mm-hmm.
good money, and you want to get okay, let me use an example of a car.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had good money, you had like say at 10 million,
Mm-hmm.
would you buy the small bolt cars,
Buy ten,
the Daihatsu or something like that?
just buy 10 Demios
Now, would you buy that? If you are able to pay
mm-hmm.
4 million for a Benz, then you would go for the
for the
Benz.
Benz, exactly.
Ndio,
Yeah.
you know that you're able to maintain it.
Mm-hmm.
Ndio. So people would go the premium way
Mm-hmm.
because you know if you're in the Benz, you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
You can boast about it. I own a Benz.
Uh-huh.
You don't. Your keys will always be in your hand. You have
Mm-hmm.
to show people I own a Benz.
Mm-hmm.
The same way, if I'm paying for Netflix Premium, then I'm paying for premium. People should know, yes, I'm paying for premium. I don't use the free version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I'm paying for Hulu and Hulu is premium,
Mm-hmm.
people are like, oh, wait, what even does Hulu have?
Mm-hmm.
But you're the one who knows. You don't. It might not even be benefiting you in any way. You might not even be using it. But the fact that you can have the premium service,
So the class, you're going
the
for the
idea
class.
and the class,
Uh-huh.
people just love it. That's why the middle class try to look like the rich, try to make themselves look rich.
Mm.
And I think the middle class is the one with the spending power,
Mm-hmm.
with the ability to
Mm-hmm.
get enough money to buy the Benz or the new iPhone or the new Samsung for like 250,000, or the Benz for like 5 million,
Mm-hmm.
even though they know they are broke
Mm-hmm.
because they're trying to get the premium thing, even though they can't get there.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying?
I just want to roll you back to some instance. You pay for premium audio
Mhm.
because you hate the ads in the middle, but then you're willing to get a TV for free with an ad bar. What's the catch?
It's a free TV.
Uh-huh.
It's a free TV. It's a free TV, but the fact that the ads are not on the screen itself
Mm-hmm.
makes it less distracting,
Mm-hmm.
rather than when I'm listening to music and I find myself with a gene, the gene ad in my ears. I'm
Uh-huh.
walking, all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
I might be singing, I might be like Kulosha, and then all of a sudden the next thing that comes on
Mm-hmm.
is an advert.
Mm-hmm.
But if I am watching that and it's constantly going down there, it's only rarely that I will see something. If something excites me, then I'll be there. And it doesn't show ads for like the whole screen. It's
Mm-hmm.
only, I think, a side and the other side. Most of the time, it shows time, weather, other things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think the introduction of free ads in streaming services will enhance the where just streaming just goes full blown outside the world? Like we will have to access Hulu, Peacock here in Kenya, and all this without using VPN. Do you think having ads in streaming services will enhance this, or streaming premium is?
Streaming is going to be big in a few years.
Uh-huh.
Streaming is going to be big. It's already big even currently. If you check now and 5 years ago, streaming is really big right now
Mm-hmm.
because everyone has access to a mobile phone, to a
Mm-hmm.
laptop. They have their TVs are smart, or they have an Android operating system. The TV, they can download the Netflix, Peacock, HBO, uh, Hulu apps. So streaming will continue being big as more, because more people will get screens, and screens will lead you to the screens are there to pass time,
Mm-hmm.
basically. So if you're passing when you're passing time with screens, you're obviously watching something, or like gaming and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, streaming will go big.
So streaming versus Gojara. Choose one of
The
the streaming.
premium service,
Yeah, just choose one. Probably Hulu versus Gojara.
Hulu. I don't watch Hulu. I don't think they have enough good things or something interesting. It doesn't attract the way, say, something like CW does, because
Uh-huh.
CW has a really a lot of
But
nice shows.
that is cable.
Mm?
That's cable TV.
They have, I think they have a streaming service
Mm-hmm.
online where
Uh-huh.
you can watch. And Peacock too has nice shows these
Yeah.
days. It's like I noticed it recently, but it's really nice. It has a
Mm-hmm.
nice shows, but Gujara has everything.
It's a database.
Yeah, it has everything.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't. I've not used it,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not sure the quality. How is the quality?
Oh, okay. An experienced user will tell you, first instance, don't go watch. You'll find Indian ads. Literally, I was watching and then there was, I don't know, it's Betika or Betway ads in Avatar. In the middle, you see,
Mm.
the commander takes the device, you see it, a Betika ad comes in the middle of the screen that he has.
In the middle of the movie.
Yeah, in the middle of the movie. At first, before the quality goes to better. You see, I don't know where they get first-hand information of this movies or anything. But you see, pirating transformed music. Pirating transformed music. So what is going to transform video streaming?
But people still pirate
Yes.
video,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
People still opt not to pay for Netflix or stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
but download the pirated shows
Uh-huh.
because you can get them almost at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
People only pay for the premium thing because they know if you know the way Netflix announces they're releasing a new show maybe Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And now, because these days everyone seems wants to be the first one to get ahead of another,
Yeah.
they'll only pay for, say, Netflix
Mm-hmm.
to get the latest, like Money Heist. It was really hyped. So people with Netflix were the first ones to watch it,
Mm-hmm.
and so everybody wanted to be like that. Everyone
Uh,
wants to be on the premium side because they know they'll get it first.
uh-huh.
But then there are those people who don't feel like this life is pressuring me or anything. So
Mm-hmm.
let me just download it for whenever it's available.
I think one of the reasons that made me go to Netflix was the curiosity of
Something new
of how the database looks like. But generally, I hate where people having conversation about a movie that I haven't watched.
because you couldn't pay for Netflix
That's one of the reasons. But then
or you
also,
couldn't go to the cinema.
I picture a lot. I'll picture from the story. It will distort the movie, and then I'll have opinions of, why was this guy saying this, and then I'm watching a different thing.
So would you pay for a premium service?
I'd pay, but then I won't talk about it.
You wouldn't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're from different times then because I'm very sure. Because even now, right now, currently, if you scroll on TikTok, most of the time, you'll find that people are talking about a show that is maybe a new episode that has come out.
Mm-hmm.
Like currently, was it what? What's it? I think Power. Power
Mm-hmm.
had a Power has been streaming for the past couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So each Friday they have a new episode.
Yeah.
So you get on there on Friday night, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what everybody is talking about. You get.
I hate petty conversations. Those are petty conversations. They're topical. Now that is one of the reasons.
So you wouldn't pay for you'd pay for a streaming
But
service, but you
then,
wouldn't talk for it about it.
yes, because now someone will find a topic to engage you, and you don't want to be engaged at that moment.
Okay, that's not bad
That
actually.
is one of the reasons. And also, why is South Africa not in Africa?
Yeah,
Because,
that's a nice question.
yes, they're getting Disney Plus. I don't know even if they have. They're getting Disney Plus. They have all these other streaming, premium, like premium, exclusively premium services for streaming.
Do you feel like it's because they have been colonized for a really long time?
What is long time by who? Who colonized them?
As in, because in South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
the number of not to sound racist or nini, but the number of like white people and Africans are like almost similar.
Mm-hmm.
They you can't go like 5 minutes without seeing one
Mm-hmm.
because they are in there in the government. Actually, they're in the government.
Mm-hmm.
They are in the companies everywhere. So I feel like that is like the premium. They bring the premium things because you go in South Africa, you get people own nice cars. People have spending power in South Africa
Yeah.
because of I think that is the main reason. I
Like,
think that is.
see the stats.
Mhm.
By end of 2026, South Africa will have 2 million subscriptions of Disney Plus. 2 million subscriptions of Disney Plus. When it comes to Kenya, we will be starting the journey. You see, even Netflix
But South
itself,
Africa is in front.
You see, even Netflix itself, you just said earlier
By the way,
that
you might
once you've
find,
locked, you see, once you've locked your location in Kenya, even VPN can't help you.
yeah, as long as your email and you said you're using Kenyan,
Yes, you see,
you'd have to change it. I think same way with Spotify.
that's some long work, man.
But South Africa is ahead because see, they're the ones who own multi-choice.
Yeah.
So the same way, if they were the first guys to like bring cable to Africa,
Mm-hmm.
then they should be really in front.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, because multi-choice, then Showmax. Because, but I don't, I'm not sure. Do you feel like Showmax has users already in South Africa,
Yes.
right? But you're saying the projection, saying that in the next few years, Disney Plus will have more
More
subscribers.
subscribers.
So is African content that bad?
African content is not that bad. It's only that what we consumed at first. You see, CGI in Africa those days, you know whatever I'm saying. CGI in Africa those days, you will just know this is a lie. It wouldn't fascinate you as a kid. Up to now, you still know Fast X is a lie,
But you still watch
but
it.
you still watch it. Someone will
But I
say,
still go to the cinema and watch it. Eh?
yes. You see, now such things, we are growing to now accept that this African kind of content is very good, but then also there's a monotony of faces.
Mhm.
You see,
You see the same
we
faces
see
over
the
and
same
over
faces
again.
in every movie, in every movie.
Especially like in Kenya, the ones we know.
Yeah. So
Oh,
why give me a reason to watch the same face all the time, even if it's a different kind of character?
mind blowing.
You see, if they give me Jason Statham as a comedian, nice, I'll go watch. Like, this guy is very hardcore. Why would he laugh? You see, such things. Here we don't have that. Plus, I think it's also our culture. We get to know the tendency of a character, how he'll behave in a movie.
I remember a while back
Mhm.
in one of our episodes, I said that Africans, we don't support each other. Do you think that's also a reason? Because you feel like this has come from here and it wouldn't be as premium as something that's come from the States.
It's always a competition everywhere. You see, uh, a typical example is when we were having Kibera Fashion Week during the screening is we had an artist perform, but then he had his own slot, and then he came with his own artists to perform.
Mm.
Like, he moved out of the stage, gave other artists to perform. You see, it's totally unethical to do that. But then it's typical of us not to support each other. You remember when we were having the creators edition, we asked how many people, like how many of you creators get an upload from your fellow tech content creator? It was very minimal. They deem it as a competition. You got the technophone. Why can't I get the technophone? I have to find ways to also get the technophone. Instead of uploading you and saying, hey, big up. This is very nice. And I love your review. And will you also please help me get to do my own review
Hmm.
in this? But I would want to fight you. Tell you, you have bad lighting, you have this. So it's typical tendency of us. But then
So we
also,
are our own poison.
yeah, we are technically our own poison. And then also, see, these are the things that make me also hate premium services. I get on a premium service because of a show. It gets cancelled
But
after it garners users.
now the if the show doesn't meet the minimum rating, then it has to be cancelled.
No, people, as in, we subscribed, like a bunch of people subscribe to a premium service because of one show.
That's like marketing. You see, you get what I'm saying. That's like marketing. Because now, if you like something
Hmm.
and that's the only thing you like, you'll go and pay for Netflix.
Yes.
But then you get onto Netflix and you find that there's another show I like. So that even if that show gets cancelled, you'll have found another show to watch. So in such a way, they have marketed
The
using
others.
that one show.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's not that sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes the show just doesn't garner the enough rating.
Uh,
Yeah.
this is very bad. Anyway, Getting to learn the truth the hard way is the most difficult part of this journey, I guess. Then I don't think I have like anything much to add apart from these VPN and streaming companies are on the verge of finishing us. Honestly, they won't show us these things, but then they will form a VPN company that will make us watch them in another place. Totally hate that. They should just give us these things.
You feel like they work together.
They work
Maybe
together
they work
everywhere.
together, you know?
They work together everywhere.
Hmm? Because they can make money off of like Africa, a region. Because I'd pay for like, because like this morning I was checking Express VPN.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 13, is it 13 or 14,000 in a year?
Mm-hmm.
So each month I'd be paying 1,000 bob. Same way I'd be paying for Netflix another 1,400.
Exactly.
So in such a way, I get to pay. I pay more money, and then I've paid for internet. That's more money.
Yeah, like just another debatable question is will you use Airtel data bundles or Safaricom data bundles to use the free app on Android for Netflix? Yes. That's that's another good question. Now,
Uh,
you need to know who partners with who in this game.
Premium, 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 premium. You know, your point you're making has brings me back to the story I was taking about telling you
Mm-hmm.
about premium things. Why does everybody use Safaricom? This is just like a PS.
Packaging. I think it's packaging. Yes. I don't want to go to the nitty-gritties, but then I think it's just packaging, how they've handled themselves. Yeah.
And
But to our users, this is Sema Box. They have good spacing, affordable spacing, and new things are on the website. You go sure check out semabox.net. There's affordable packages for businesses, for individuals, in case you want to shoot your content, basically to have a podcast either in audio or video. And shout out to Techno for the good premium devices that they're giving content creators this year. I've been your host, Jesse.
before you forget,
Uh-huh.
we launched a website.
Yeah, we launched our website.
So we have things, we have merchandise on our website. You can check it out. We have our blog. And also from me, see you next time.